Should I get started? Okay. We'd like to call the meeting to order. All stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to begin the roll call. Trustee Whitko.
Here.
Trustee Travis.
Here.
Trustee Thill.
Here.
Trustee Sheba. Here. Trustee Minks.
Here.
Trustee Khan.
Here.
Mayor DiMaria is absent with notice. He had a family emergency. I'd like to ask the board, and Clerk Hartford is also absent, and I will be taking her place for tonight's meeting. I would like to ask the board to select a president pro tem for tonight's meeting.
I move that we accept Trustee Whitko as mayor pro tem for tonight's meeting.
Second.
I'm going to take a roll call. Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Absolutely.
Trustee Sheba? Yes. Trustee Minks?
Yes.
Trustee Khan?
Yes.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
The motion has been approved.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of February 25th, 2025?
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of February 25th, 2025.
I second that.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Khan. All in favor?
Aye.
And can I get a motion to approve the minutes of closed session minutes, March 27th, 2017, May 22nd, 2017, June 26th, 2017, September 11th, 2017, October 14th, 2019, October 13th, 2021, May 29th, 2024, August 13th, 2024, and September 24th, 2024.
I'll make the motion to approve the closed session minutes that were just read into the record.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions or comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we have some special reports tonight before we get to the really exciting stuff. But we have, I have the pleasure to announce this year's winners for the Morton Grove Restaurant winners. In total, we received 30 submissions from residents who participated in this year's event by sharing a copy of a receipt with them dining in Morton Grove in February. And this year's winners are Amanda Warren, Barbara Russick, Bobby Wenger, Brian Ipp, Donna Ratner, Jack and Joyce Hoyt, John Cole, Robert Samborski, Sigmund Koo, and Tina Aurora. Are anyone present here? If you are, you can see Zoe in back for your gift card, but if not, staff will be following up with the winners to provide them with the $25 gift card they won. We thank you to all who participated, and please continue to support our local restaurants and our local businesses. Now, I would like to ask the Board of Fire and Police Commissioner Chairperson Mike Simpkins to join us down at the podium to swear in 3 new firefighters.
All right. You want to join us, President Pro Tem? Chief Kennedy, you want to come on up here, please? And it is my pleasure to introduce the 3 newest employees of the village. If I could ask Eamon to come on out, if you wouldn't mind, please, first. And bring up whoever you'd like. Why don't you come on over here, please? And Eamon, you want to introduce who you brought with us with you tonight?
My mother.
All right, welcome. Thanks for coming. Let me tell you a little bit about Eamon first. Eamon began his employment with the Morton Grove Fire Department on December 30th, 2024. He recently completed 9 weeks at NIPSTA Fire Academy and will begin working on Gold Shift next week. Eamon was born and raised on the northwest side of Chicago, where he attended the Notre Dame College Prep High School of our mayor, and later graduated from Illinois State University with a bachelor's degree in conservation biology. Eamon is excited and eager to begin his career as a firefighter and hopes to serve the community of Morton Grove for many years to come. If I could have you please step up, I'll ask you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Eamon O'Mahony,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I'm sure you will. I'm going to have you sign 3 times. There's 3 of them I'm going to have you sign. One more. And then your mom's going to pin the badge on you? And so the circle And if I could have Nick, if you want to come up next, please. All right, next it's my pleasure to introduce Nicholas Allman. If you wouldn't mind introducing who you have with you.
This is my mom.
Welcome. Thanks for coming out tonight. Nick began his employment with the Village of Morton, with the Morton Grove Fire Department on January 2nd, 2025. He recently completed 9 weeks at NIPSTA Fire Academy and began working on Gold Shift today. Nick was born and raised in the north side of Chicago, where he attended Lane Tech High School and later attended and graduated from the University of Illinois, earning a bachelor's degree in molecular biology. After college, Nick went to EMT school and worked for Lifeline Ambulance. He currently lives in Ravenswood with his brother and is very proud and excited to start his career and is looking forward to serving the community of Morton Grove for years to come. Nick, I'll ask you to step up if you could, please. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nicholas Allman,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Proud to have you.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to have you sign the oath 3 times. You doctor? Can't read it. All right, and then do you have somebody that's going to pin the badge on you? Do you want to shake hands? All right, Chris, you want to come up, bring your family, please, or whoever you'd like?
Mike, have they lowered the age?
Pardon?
Have they lowered the age?
We're getting older. We're hiring them at the same age. It's us. You want to please introduce who you have here tonight?
My mother, right here.
What about the handsome gentleman behind you?
Before you came up.
Welcome. Let me share a little bit about Chris with you. Chris began his employment with the Village of Morton Grove in the Fire Department on January 2nd, 2025. He recently graduated from the NIPSTA Fire Academy on March 7th and is looking forward to being on shift. Chris grew up in Mount Prospect with his parents and 2 younger brothers. He attended Prospect High School and graduated from the University of Indiana. After graduating, he decided to pursue his lifelong career goal of becoming a firefighter paramedic, and thanks the family and friends who were there for him along the way. Chris looks forward to a long and fulfilling career and is more than proud to be working for the Morton Grove Fire Department. He's grateful for the opportunity given to him and is looking forward to making the most of it. Chris, please step up. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christopher Denardis,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Proud to have
Thank
you.
you, sir.
I'm going to ask you to sign this 3 times. One more. Great. And then you've got somebody to pin the badge on you? Pleasure to see you. Thanks, Chief. Thanks, Janine. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mike. All right, well, that was wonderful. Thank you and welcome to everybody. If anybody here doesn't want to stay for the rest of the meeting, we'll give you a couple minutes to go. If you want to be excited, you're welcome to stay. Big stuff happening. Yeah.
See that little baby back there?
All righty. Public hearings, there are none. Plan Commission reports, there are none. Residents' comments on agenda items only. Are there any residents that want to speak on agenda items only? No, hearing none. President's report, let's see, what else do we have here on Mayor DiMaria's behalf? We definitely want to thank you to the MCC and Unity Islamic Center. Tomorrow, the MCC and Unity Islamic Center generously are donating lunch to our village staff as a gesture of kindness during the month of Ramadan. Ramadan, a sacred month of fasting observed by Muslims around the world. Some of our trustees this past month had the opportunity to join members of the Catholic and Muslim communities for an interfaith event at the MCC to break fast. And we're so proud of the relationship we have with the Muslim community in Morton Grove. And as the Holy Month is coming to an end this week, I hope everyone has a blessed Ramadan, and I would also like to wish you a happy Eid. And also, let's stay up to date on the latest village events and news. Sign up for our e-news and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. All right, clerk's report.
Good evening. I have a quick reminder to our residents regarding the upcoming consolidated general election. Election day is Tuesday, April 1st. However, you don't have to wait until then to vote. Morton Grove is proud to be hosting an early voting site at the American Legion Memorial Civic Center located at 6140 Dempster Street in Morton Grove. Early voting is currently ongoing until Monday, March 31st. The hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Residents will have the opportunity to vote for village officials, including the mayor, clerk, village trustees, township trustees, library commissioners, park district commissioners, and various school board members. For more election information, please visit cookcountyclerkil.gov and look for the Elections tab. Thank you.
Thank you, Saba. Staff reports, village administrator? Chuck?
I have a few items tonight, Mayor Pro Tem. The first would be a second reading of the ordinance 2509, which is the setting the commencement date for the terms of office for the village president, village clerk, and village trustees elected in the April 1st, 2025 consolidated election. So it would establish it as May 27th, 2025. And with that, I'm presenting this for consideration by the board.
Can
I
get a
move to
motion?
accept ordinance 2509.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Minks. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Ordinance 2509 passes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Continuing on for ordinance 2510, which is a second read for an ordinance amending Title II, entitled Boards and Commissions, Title I, Chapter 8, Section 12, entitled Code of Ethics, and Title III, Chapter 4, entitled Family and Senior Services Department of the Municipal Code of the Village of Morton Grove. And with that, I present it for the village board's consideration.
I'll make the motion to approve ordinance 25-10 as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Thill. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Ordinance 2510 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
The next item I have is ordinance 2513, which is a first reading, and it's an ordinance amending Title I entitled Administration, Chapter 5 entitled Village Board of Trustees, Section 5 entitled Rules of Procedure of the Municipal Code of the Village of Morton Grove to update the electronic attendance regulations of public meetings. This is really in line with state law, which would allow for elected officials or members of public bodies, I should say, to attend a meeting remotely if there are unexpected child care obligations. So this is allowed under state law, and so we're just duplicating state law to allow for that. And this is the first reading.
Any questions? Okay, thanks.
And then the last item I have tonight is Resolution 2518, which is approving the release of certain written minutes and destruction of verbatim records of closed session meetings of the Village Board of Trustees. This is something that's done routinely and try to be done twice a year. So tonight we're presenting meeting minutes for release and confirming the keeping of certain meetings on hold, and then the erasure of any audio recordings prior to September 25th, 2023. And with that, I'm presenting that for approval by the village board.
I
Move
make
to-
a motion to approve resolution 25-18.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Thill. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 25-18 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Corporation Counsel? No report. Thank you. Reports by trustees. Trustee Khan?
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Trustee Minks?
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba?
Yes, Your Honor. I have today Resolution 25-14, authorizing the renewal services agreement with Comcast Business Communications for wide area network and dedicated internet connection services. March 25th, 2025, to maintain and enhance the bandwidth for network data between village municipal facilities to maintain a high level of business productivity and enable processes and applications that are dependent on high-speed data connectivity. Since 2014, Comcast Cable Communications has provided network circuits to the village sites for data connectivity. The agreement was subsequently renewed in 2019 while expanding the connections to additional village sites. The Information Technology Division reviewed proposals for maintaining existing services while investigating additional bandwidth capacity between sites and to the internet. The Information Technology Division recommends establishing a 36-month renewal agreement based on Comcast's proposed cost and bandwidth proposal. This resolution will authorize a renewal agreement. The proposed cost is $4,289.70 per month for Ethernet network services and Ethernet dedicated internet. The funds for the Information Technology Division fiscal year 2025 is already allocated for this agreement. I propose we approve Resolution 2514.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Sheba, seconded by trustee Minks. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 2514 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I just have one more comment. 2025 Greener Morton Grove Award. The deadline to apply for the 2025 Greener Morton Grove Award is Tuesday, March 31st. The award program recognizes businesses, organizations, groups, and multifamily residential facilities that have promoted or implemented environmentally sustainable practices. Winners will be honored at the Village Board meeting in April and in village publications. People interested in applying should visit the village website, mortongrovil.org/greenermg. That's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill?
Yes, Your Honor, I have one ordinance and 3 resolutions. Ordinance 2511, that was introduced at our last meeting. It's an ordinance amending Title 5, Section 11, entitled Bicycles of the Municipal Code of the Village of Morton Grove. This is basically to align the code of the village with the laws of the state. I move we accept ordinance 2511.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Ordinance 2511 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have Resolution 2515. It's authorizing a contract with Chicagoland Paving for the 2025 street patching program. I move we accept Resolution 2515.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 2515 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have Resolution 2516. It's authorizing a contract with DeMaio Brothers Incorporated of Elk Grove Village, Illinois, for the Hera Park Sanitary Sewer Reroute Project at 6250 Dempster Street. I move we accept Resolution 2516.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Minks. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 2516 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
I have Resolution 2517. It's authorizing a surplus of a hot patch heated valued at $1,200. I move we accept Resolution 2517.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Thill, seconded by trustee Minks. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 2517 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
And one other comment, that the 50/50 tree program is still running, so if you need information, please contact the Village Hall for details. End of my report.
Thank you. Trustee Travis?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have ordinance 25-12. It's a second reading. It's an ordinance creating Title 4, Chapter 6, Section L, entitled Hotels and Motels of the Municipal Code of the Village of Morton Grove. The proposed ordinance will update regulations related to standards for the operation of hotels and motels within Morton Grove. The ordinance was designed to create a minimum level of expectation for hotels based on best practices. These regulations will ensure that hotels do not rent out space on an hourly basis, that room service is provided on a regular basis, and that each room will be rented no more than once per day. Additionally, hotels will provide sufficient safety and security to protect occupants while also providing assistance to the police. I move that we accept ordinance 25-12 as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Thill. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Ordinance 2512 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
And then I also have just a little Adopt-A-Planter information. As a part of the 2024 Winter Adopt-A-Planter Program, the residents decorated evergreen trees in the planters along Dempster Street and Waukegan Road. These trees are now available for residents to adopt for free. Residents may sign up by visiting the village's website to receive one of these evergreen trees. Public Works staff will deliver the trees to your residents in April of 2025 for you to plant on your property. So visit the website for more information and to sign up. Please note that only a limited supply remains, so sign up today before you run out. Thank you. End of my report.
Thank you, and I have a couple of ordinances today. The first is ordinance 25-14, approving a minor amendment to ordinance 24-03, granting a special use permit for a 6-unit mixed-use development with a drive-through facility at 6724 Dempster Street in Morton Grove. On March 26, 2024, the village board approved a special use permit for this use with a drive-through facility, and per section 12-16-4, C6C of the Village Code, a special use permit is valid for a period of no longer than 1 year from the date of approval unless a building permit is issued and construction is begun and actively pursued to completion. In a letter dated March 3rd, 2025, Nick Philippus, on behalf of 6724 Dempster LLC, the applicant, has requested a 6-month extension of the approved special use permit to September 26, 2025, to allow additional time to obtain all necessary permits to begin construction. All village departments have issued approval or conditional approval to building permit application materials with the exception of Public Works. The applicant is actively working with the village staff to address building permit application comments and obtain an application from the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. This is a first read, so there's no motion, no action tonight, but does anyone have any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a question. Chuck, this is Joe's Donut, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
No problem. I'm going to move on to ordinance 25-15, approving an amendment to a planned unit development to modify the authorization of fence installations on residential lots within the Ponto Collection subdivision located on property commonly known as 9312 Shermer Road in Morton Grove. Ordinance 25-07 approved an amendment to the Ponto Collection subdivision planned unit development to include the installation of fencing between and surrounding residential lots within the subdivision at 9312 Shermer Road. On behalf, the architects and on behalf of the applicant is requesting an amendment to provide flexibility as to the timing of the installation of fencing such that future homeowners and not the current owner and applicant would have the ability to install fencing but not be required to do so. A miscommunication between the applicant and their architect resulted in this aspect of the fencing request not being included in the previous amendment. The application has added the following note to the approved landscape plan and site plan. Quote, fence installation is not required for issuance of final certificate of occupancy or recordation of the final plan and final plat. Fences included in this landscape plan may be installed by the developer or future owners at any time. Any fences installed in the future must adhere to the locations and standards specified in this landscape plan and ordinance 25-07, end quote. This is a first read, so no action. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
Question. Chuck, anybody who buys in that development has to come to the village for a permit for a fence, or is that included in here?
I mean, it would still need to be in line with the code. So there's already set guidelines as to what is allowed for those fences.
Yes, but do they have to come in front of the village to discuss the height, size, and everything else?
They do need to have a fence permit. They have to come in and apply for a fence permit, and we will review it under the terms of the ordinance.
Thank you very much. That's all.
Okay, and that is the end of my report. Is there any other business? Hearing none. Presentation of warrants, Trustee Khan.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to present a warrant register for March 25, 2025 in the amount of $1,035,756.17. And I'd like to make a motion to accept the warrant register as presented tonight.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Khan, seconded by Trustee Minks. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call the vote.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Thill. Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Minks.
Aye.
And Trustee Khan.
Aye.
The warrants pass.
Any residents' comments? Anybody? Okay, hearing none. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Khan. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourns at 7:32. Thank you.